Okay, today we are tying a Mercury Flashback Black Beauty nymph. And if you like tying these small, unweighted nymphs, go ahead and give this video a like and drop a comment what your favorite pattern is and what your favorite size is. Here, I'm starting off with a TMC 2488 in size 18, which for some of these, that is probably a larger size. The bead is just a killer Caddis bead. I guess we'll let you see it is size small crystal pearl in transparent. So I'm just going to start with some 10-aught Veevus thread here. Get it attached to the hook. Just go ahead, take my time going down in the end of the hook slightly. For the rib on this fly, it's just some small copper wire. I like to keep this fairly small profile. So I'll just tie it back, tie in the wire, come back to the front, and now I'll tie in my some pearlescent Tensil just off of a spool here. I believe this was a Veevus Tensil in medium, but see that's a very generic spool right there. So I'm just going to try to keep this directly on top. I just start with the material kind of over by me and just with a loose wrap and kind of position it, take a few wraps and pull that tag end down. Boy, that's really, there you go. And I'm just trying to keep that centered right on the top. So I'll come back and just kind of look. Yeah, that's coming right there on top. Now, I don't think the fish would really care that much if it's just slightly one way or the other. I highly doubt they would care at all. But for consistency of your tying, try to do that. Try to keep it. Now just look and make sure. I'm going to try to smooth this body out a little bit. So I'm going to give this thread a little counterclockwise turn and just have some touching turns all the way down. Spinning that thread every so often. Don't want to build up a lot of bulk here. But it wasn't the smoothest body, so we'll see if we can't make it just a little bit better. That's not bad. So now we're gonna take that Tensil, bring it forward. I like to just let that thread hang there and let that thread tension keep it. But I can make sure that is centered there. And then I'll take a locking wrap, I'll pull this backwards, take a couple wraps, like a couple wraps back, and then I'll trim that out. This fly, with some really sharp scissors so you can get right next to it. This fly has a dubbing thorax, so that will get covered up. But that just helps that not pull out on you at all. So now with this small wire, you can make some wraps. The small wire does really good with getting that segmentation, and I find that when you get wraps that are fairly close together, like if I'm trying to get, here I got 1, 2, 3, yeah, I have 4, and then I'll have one right up here where I'm going to tie it off. So this last one you won't really see. A brassy sized wire really, in my opinion, it gets really big with it, and you can't space them as close together, space those wraps as close together as the small. I'll use the small a lot. Okay, so now this is just some black fine dry fly dubbing, and this is where, with this fly, I am pulling off clumps. That's a bigger clump. I'll like spread that out. That's about, you're just barely, I mean, you can kind of see, it might be all I need. I'll start off with this. But you can see that dubbing noodle compared to the thread is incredibly small. We're basically like this. We want to be so careful with these thread wraps. Dubbing, I need a little bit more. It's okay to have a few more wraps, and just putting a little wisp of this dubbing on there, and that helps not build up a huge ball of a thorax. And when you just use that little wisp of dubbing, really dubs on really tight. It's a lot easier to work with. That actually looks pretty good. I got a stray fiber there, but that's fine. So now we will just come in here with a whip finish right behind that glass bead. 3 or 4 turn whip finish. Pull that tight. See if I can find that random fiber there. And there you have it. You got that flashback back there. Have a tractor spot. The fish really will key in on that. And there you have a Mercury flashback Black Beauty. If you like this video and fishing small flies, go ahead and give this video a like. Drop a comment what your favorite small fly is, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.